so glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Stanford Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
The run inside. It's Gauze. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. As we take a look at Michael Ford, who will be a big-time part of this running attack. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Warren. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throwing right. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Running inside, it's Gauze. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way. To
lets it fly. And points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides to the back.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Under fire. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Cardinal at the line with the 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to go right back downfield. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he at the 18.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man, makes the grab. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Hauls it in easily. Short pass to put the 6 on the board. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver to the air. It's Bailey. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. NC State might want to keep slinging it after that last big play. Quick release by the QB.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last two possessions.
Finding some room. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a physical attack for the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Ford. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. In the first half, he already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, what a the football. He read that the whole way. He just...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Bring in the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man. making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's full. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Warren. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no 1st down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got a little grass.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So now after that holding call, here's 2nd down, and they need 20. Dropping back, it's Warren. Firing toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him short of the 1st down, and the screen didn't quite convert. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. trying to bowl his way in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football.
Maybe some room here. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinal. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. To the air, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll pull it down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This quarterback is getting frustrated. You can see it now.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 25 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Cyclones, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Now back over to your game on the farm. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Cardinal head coach coming out of the... He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Running inside. It's Ford. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ford. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking for room, it's Ford. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
This should... to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulls it in. It's all. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Davis. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give out of the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got his man on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Got it in the middle. It's Shaw. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride Davis here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock.
There's some room. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing to the right, complete. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on fourth down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. Gain right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Bailey. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Running inside, it's Davis. Could be an alley. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Trying to run, it's Davis. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll go to the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab, it's Snow. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. The snap sets up to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Snow. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack.